pulled pork poutine pizza. Most of you have seen this recipe a ton of times already, but if you haven't seen it, here it is again. 1 cup and 1/3 of a cup of warm water. I'm adding it to my electric mixing bowl. This is my go-to pizza recipe for the best pizza dough. As long as you follow the recipe perfectly, Lindsay, it should work out just fine. We're gonna add 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. I'm using this quick rise yeast because that is all I have, but traditional dry active works just fine as well. 1 tablespoon of sugar, giving it a really good whisk here, and we're gonna let sit on the counter for a couple of minutes to let that yeast bloom. The yeast is now activated. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I always just free pour, it works out. I'm also gonna add some salt, I don't know, a teaspoon or so, maybe 2 teaspoons, free pours. Now just 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I was just informed that apparently like Canadian and US sizing of cups are different, which could be why your recipes aren't turning out like mine. So my 1 cup says 237 mils. So 237 mils, 1 cup, and I'm adding 3. Now I'm just gonna throw this into my electric mixer, let it knead and come together about 3 to 5 minutes. The dough was kneading for about 5 minutes. It's absolutely perfect. Super stretchy, a little sticky, but it doesn't stick to your hands. We're just gonna grease the bowl, put the dough back in. We're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it do a rest for about 1 hour. Dough has been resting for about an hour. Last time I did 1 big sheet pan, but I think I might do 2 different pizzas this time. I don't have any more energy to make 2 pizzas. We're just gonna make 1 pizza on this pizza pan and make it a deep dish. Now this recipe usually makes like 2 larges or 2 mediums, but let's go deep dish today. Now, because most of you know I have a Kinder's addiction, I'm just gonna use 2 different kinds on the bottom. I mean, of course, you could use like pizza sauce or marinara or whatever, but because it's gonna be a pulled pork one, we're gonna add some barbecue sauce. So I'm using the leftover pulled pork. I really don't like to waste food. So when I make something like pulled pork, I like to make it in like multiple dishes. We had sliders, now we're having pizzas. I'm gonna add it to my pizza. I absolutely love how the sun sets in the bag. Now my pizza was done, it would look so pretty. The sun will be down before this is even done. Oh, back with the baked cheese. I'm adding some pizza mozzarella. Some onions and stuff on here would be so good, but we're just keeping it simple and using the leftover. Some double cheddar. Now, because that pulled pork poutine I made the other day for Canada Day was so good, I'm definitely going to incorporate some of that poutine cheese on the pizza. And these are just like cheese curds. That's how we make poutine. One thing I know is it's going to be cheesy. I feel like we need more sauce. So do we add the sauce now or do we add it after it bakes? Let's just go now.
Your stitch says hello friends. Stitch.
The oven is ready. This is heavy. When I said deep dish, I certainly wasn't lying. Guys, get the light in there. Like, look at that pizza. Look how big it is. I baked it at 400 for about 22 minutes, but this is quite thick. I probably should let it cool down a little bit, but I don't want to. I don't want to at all. Let's hope it's cooked all the way through though. I feel like this is going to be a pizza you need to eat with a fork and knife. That's even a thing. Took my neighbor some food earlier and they had the most beautiful rose bushes. I took them all. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
What doing?
Those cheese curds. Oh, that was a brilliant idea.
They are bad.
That is so good. 10 out of 10.